All right, there we go. We are live now.
We are?
Yes, we are live.
All right, well, today is day one. As you notice, our introduction's a little different. We are now officially unlicensed,
Therapists.
unregulated.
All right, you got that?
We're here for the
Go ahead
gaming
and
addicts.
click that.
What are you doing, Ash?
I'm going to paint your captain.
No.
Yes.
No.
Already said I was doing it.
Anyways, we welcome everyone from all walks of life, all over the world, who are
Click.
basically...
Turn on.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to do my introduction. Okay.
Yeah, there. Now you can go.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Chat overlay is on. So, welcome to our new
Dysfunction.
show. So, for those of you in the Frost and Fist chat, there's a few of my eye-opening little photo for you. If you're not a member, then you just missed out. So, what can I say?
That's the people who have to go and join the Patreon because it would be on there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, let's see here. We got the chat overlay on. We got the messages going out.
I believe I got everything set up.
There we go. Welcome to our session. How may we be of help? How
Hey,
may we be of help? I don't know.
depending on who you talk
We got a little bit of a different introduction, though. If you watched it, then you know. If you didn't, then you need to restart it, and you'll see the little couple-second introduction.
Well, we'll give it about,
We'll give it to a few more people get in here. Then
10
maybe
more minutes or so,
We'll rerun it.
and we'll replay it so that way everyone can kind of catch it.
Hey, Charles. How are you, sir?
Hello.
I watched your ending on your graveyard battle. Nice. Everybody would run from orcs if they heard that in the distance too, because it would be better to just run. So your table came out really well.
Yes, I absolutely loved it. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, pretty nice job there, Charles. So in case you guys watch this later, check out Charles's channel. He's got some pretty cool stuff, and he's got some cool stuff going on. So I'm glad you came by there, Charles, and whoever else is joining us. Salute or whatever. Ashley's gonna work on my captain.
Is that what that he is?
I believe so. If you look at the box,
Okay, it's Captain.
but I haven't primered that or anything, so no primer.
Don't worry about it. I'm painting him, so he's gonna look good.
Okay,
Hey, Brian.
Brian's there. You haven't started to put everything away yet. That's okay. Why put it away, Charles? Just do another scenario. You already got it out. Why not? Brian, what'd you think of our introduction? Did you see it? Or do we have to do it again? It's a new one. Our other one, we're changing the Sunday Gamer Hangout to our live show. You know, the games when we do them on Sundays. That's more going to be the hangout. This here is going to be our group session. Oh, you didn't? Okay. So let me go over here. Let me play it. Hold on. Over here. Okay, so it's gonna cut us off for like 6 seconds.
6 seconds, I think it is.
But here you go. Mini Warmutt. This is the new introduction you missed. So what do you think of that? Because we are therapy for the gaming addicted. So I'm just going to run with that. Unlicensed and unprofessional, and we offer no medical advice. But we're here for you and everybody else. So there you go. What are you shaking paint in the background?
Yeah.
So there you go.
This is blue, so.
What did you think of that one, Mini Warmutt? Short and to the point,
Give me that book.
and a little different. Oh yeah, you need to. So there we go. And now that we got some things figured out with Zombicide, I guess probably what we're going to do, Brian, is
this cake really
run
red?
it the way you were running it, the way we were taught. I think we'll just go with, if there's 8 zombies and there's 2 people in that zone and it's the zombie's turn, then they're probably dead. So that's probably how we're going to run that.
That's going to look weird.
Oh, are you gonna bust out some chits there, Charles?
Wow, the top of his cape is red. It's not blue.
Open and politely shut the door on my way out. So did you like that or no? I just thought, you know what? I'm always joking about the therapy part, so we're gonna go with that. This will now from now on be our group therapy that everyone's welcome to.
Where we all give each other advice.
Yeah, well, we're all just talking about hobby stuff, anyways, right? So occasionally we can have other gaming experts on or whatever, and take it from there. It's a little bit of a different format, I guess. How's that? And Mini Warmut, the picture I sent you, I put in the chat with the Frosted Fist chat, yeah. That way they could have the glory. Except
we're all sick.
I pencil sketched it and I added it to their chat. So
he's trying to get everyone sick.
Yeah. Oh, Keegan's seen it. He's all the caption is paint me like one of your French models.
What?
Oh my god, I forgot. We're actually.
You know we have none of the Tyranid actual colors, right?
No. Mini Warmut says he doesn't need no therapy. That's okay. We're going to give it to you free anyways. How's that? But you got to have some fun with it. We're just changed up a little bit of what we do somewhat and try something different.
Of course he's eating something.
Mozzarella sticks and grilled chicken sandwich. So we have store-bought fajita mix. So when the show's over, we're just going to throw some olive oil in the pan, sizzle that up, and throw it on some tortillas.
Wish we don't have tortillas. We got to go to the store to get the tortillas.
We don't?
No. Because the last
weekend.
One
in the package. There's just one?
Probably.
So you're without then. Oh, we have to buy more tortillas. Never mind.
I'm beyond him. We all are.
No, Charles, no one is beyond help. Don't say that. We're here for you. Yeah. By the way, Mini Warmut, you know what else is good? Deep fried pickles. Not in big chunks, but I like deep fried pickles. Dip them in ranch dressing, spicy ranch dressing. That's pretty good. So, you know, gamers have to eat. It's all part of the thing. Arby's. Do you know Mini Warmut, the Arby's out here? Do you guys get it? They do once a year. They do the venison sandwiches, and it's a big hit out here. It's like $10 for a sandwich, but they just, you know, take off. Hey, Meandering Mike, how are you, sir? Did you just wander in? We welcome everybody. Thank you for showing up. And Mini Warmut, if you don't like pickles, I'm sorry. I was just saying, deep fried pickles with spicy ranch dressing is something I like.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Painting him?
Oh. So Ashley's painting the captain I got. Therapy
At
today.
least one will look good on the table.
It's all for gaming addicts and our addiction to plastic.
Hello, Mythos.
In every single aspect of it. That's why I changed the introduction. Mythos, did you see the introduction this time?
Man, most likely they didn't. If they're just getting on.
I'm just asking. I had fun doing it.
You're excited.
I had fun doing it. That's the difference. So, I believe.
How many people do we have in there? Go ahead and replay it. See? Go ahead and replay it.
Okay, Mythos, I'm going to replay it. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to replay it now. This is the new introduction. What do you think? I tried to be creative, and I thought, why not?
Give him some encouragement,
Yeah.
please.
Hey, we do talk about the hobby, how it helps us, how everybody enjoys it.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
How if your spouse is involved, it does cost you extra. Sometimes there's shame standing on a street corner with a cardboard sign saying "Help!" Addicted to plastic, need money. Although I found a lot of local hobby people will come by and toss quarters and donuts and stuff.
They've been tossing donuts. You haven't made any money on that.
So you like that? Mythos likes it. He says he likes it. Many Warmut's afraid I might charge. No, I'm not going to charge. It's all a free service because we're unlicensed, unregistered, and we're not real. So it's just having fun. Oh, Mini Warmut, you are waiting. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got your stuff coming, huh? So are you watching it like it's at stop 8, stop 9, or whatever? Because you can do that with Amazon. Thank you, Mythos. I'm glad you like it. It was something a little different for us to do. Since I'm always joking about us being group therapy anyway. So. Okay, so how many stops away are they, Brian, from your house? Couple stops? Because if they're just a couple stops, that means it might come while you're on the air, and we can see when you order hobby goodies. Yeah, the tracking aspect is nice. It's nice. So yeah. Anyways, you guys. Oh yeah, you're still waiting. It should show you the stops. Oh, it'd be your luck, Brian, that the drivers in your area went on strike today. But yeah, there is nothing more exciting than waiting for your stuff to show up. There's just something exciting about it to be delivered. I don't know. I mean, you could go to the store sometimes to get it, but like we all talked about, there's a lot of deals online. Oh, okay. I say anytime I've checked mine, it was always like stop 7, stop 9, stop 4. So I didn't realize it had to be 10 or less. But sometimes they just deliver one at work, so I wouldn't want strangers to come by and get the package. Or actually, I really don't want Ashley to grab the package and tear into it before I get home. So
I say you better tell them the truth. You don't need messing with it.
I got one that when that last box came, said your package was delivered and it's there on the deck. I'm like, oh no. I left the office. I come home, it's too late. Ashley already had the box in the house and says, I didn't open it. And there's a big cut, razor blade cut right across the top of the box. All the packing tape's cut. So,
but I did technically open it. It was still not open.
You were in the process.
You came right in, so I pulled it out. I didn't actually open the box. Yes, the package was cut.
That's why I track my packages. It's not so much the package thieves.
He's paranoid.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about, Brian? What is one-page rules for Death Ball?
What is Death Ball?
Similar to Blood Bowl. Well, if it's similar to Blood Bowl, then it's a one-page system. Then it's going to be more like Blitz Bowl on steroids. Blitz Bowl is fairly simple.
No more games. Pages. We don't need no more games.
No, I've already played that. I'm just saying. But if you have Death Ball, that's a free download. Okay, so where do you find that? Just Google search Death Ball rules. Well, if you're going to get, don't get too overwhelmed with rules, man. It gets confusing. I like one-page rules. Those are pretty simple.
Stay.
So Mythos actually got tired of me not getting the captain done, so she's doing it. That came in the box. So that's cool. But the base is stepping on one of your guys. Part Tyranid being squished. Space Invaders. Yep. Welcome to today's therapy, Keegan. We know you need help, and we've worked out a payment plan of iced coffees with Crystal to try to guide you through stuff. But I think your problem is the same as the rest of us. We just need to win the lottery so that we have unlimited money for the hobby and not have to work. That's where we'll all be okay. So yeah. Oh, there you go. You might have missed a spot, Ash.
I'll paint him hot pink. Keep talking.
There.
I will paint him hot pink.
No.
Then hush.
Nope. Captain would be good blue. That's not very therapeutic. So, Mini Wormut says, Linkster was right about the Z-side rule. I still think we're probably gonna do it the way that you taught us, Brian, just because to us, I mean, it makes more sense. If you've got all those zombies in the zone, then they're gonna overwhelm it. Ooh, cool. Meandering Mike's finishing up Temple Dogs from Shadows of Brimstone. Nice. Hey, thanks, Mythos. He says it got to be pretty therapeutic because doesn't your lovely wife have his genes? Yeah, but then Keegan had to come up with gene stealers, didn't he, Mythos? So, yeah, technically, if he took my daughter, he stole some of my genes. There's got to be a gene joke in there somewhere. Like, if I was a cowboy, I'd wrangle him for that. I don't know. Find something, though. What do you think, Ash? Not riveting enough, or are those a different kind of genes? Okay, I'll zipper it. I'll be quiet. How many minis, Ashley?
What? That I have done?
Yeah, Brian's just trying to get an update since you haven't done a video yet.
Because I didn't know I had to.
Oh, snippy. No, you don't have to. He's asking how many you got done, but you should. Everybody else is doing one. What you got?
3.
You got all the big ones.
Hold
done.
on. 5.
So you got the bigger ones done there, Mythos.
No, it was Brian who asked.
I mean, Brian. Well, Mythos is working on his tactical marines. Cool. My Infernus marines, I've got pretty much done. And it's the Terminators I got to do next. So they got some pretty big, badass guns and weaponry. This looks like some sort of, I don't know what this is, a mine or something.
Yeah, it's some kind of like floating mine.
I don't know. It's weird looking. Great. It's okay. It's okay, Mythos, to add more and more to what you're doing. You're with friends who understand, so it's okay. Geez, Mike. Now you're finishing the 3rd Temple Dogs. I gotta get over there and check out some of the stuff you're doing too. Hello.
Yes, you're gonna have to talk over it.
But what if my clients have anxiety?
Well, do you want him painted correctly?
I guess they'll have to suffer with anxiety then.
Exactly.
That's a pretty good progress, yep, for sure. So we were just having a little bit of fun. Get these done that way. that box set will be done. So, but she is plowing away on her stuff there, Brian. She's just getting the bigger stuff done. What do you got over there? Oh, snacks.
My pretzels.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Well, the guy didn't have to have white on him.
No, Mythos. I've tried to get out to the cornfield to get a video, but I just haven't
You
been
spelled
able
corn
to.
wrong. Or is that
No.
supposed to be like that?
No, he intentionally spelled
Okay.
it like corn. Yeah. So no, I've been wanting to, and I've had good intentions, but just things keep taking up my time. And then I could wander across the street and do that with the camera, but they're probably going to look at me like, "What's the guy who manages this place across the street videoing?"
So wait, Brian only got 7 done this week, and I got 5.
Yeah, Brian. What about that? Well, that's not about how many you get done. It's did you enjoy it or not? Right?
How many did you get finished?
Uh,
Are they put together? No.
no, but almost 5.
Let's get them put together.
I can't.
Why?
Because I'm busy helping my clients.
Are they paying you?
No, that's why I can't lose them. They're free. Well, you can only do so much in a week. You know, some weeks you can have more time than others. So long as you got the time done. Like she's being kind enough to do the captain. I don't know why. Maybe because she wants me to field it in battle against her guys. That's probably it.
Sure
right
as hell
there.
try.
I will try. I have to try. Oh, okay. Mini Wormut just says it basically it motivates him when he hears or sees from others what they've painted. Now, Mini Wormut, remember, Mythos also has his side dancing business with Freak, and so they do traveling shows, and it does take time. And they do need that for the extra income to buy the minis. So, Mini Wormut says he painted 27 miniatures today. Uh-huh. Did you really? Because that's a lot. I'm not like fast at painting. I'm kind of just methodical. I got my own way of doing it, but I'm not quick. I did watch a interesting video today. Some guy was doing some highlights with, but he was doing it different with this big old nappy sponge, something. I mean, I've seen people use small sponges and stuff, but man, we got done to look good.
Just different skills.
Aha, Mythos right there. He says it's his ADD brain. Okay, you got a lot of bits and pieces of progress done across a dozen miniatures, but not focused on any of them really to finish. See, I've done that where I've started putting some tanks together. I started putting some decals on some of the Marines. And then, you get a lot done, but you didn't really complete one set of something.
I think I feel.
I do that.
Damn, my painting is like OCD.
Yep. Mini Wormwood says if he's got the day off or half a day, he can get in the zone. Mythos or Mini Wormwood, your street credentials at risk. Well, see, then you can be like mine. Mine's not at risk. It's just not there. I can paint halfway good, but for the most part, I get my stuff done. But put a lot of effort into getting. Nope. I put a lot of effort into the Team Yankee stuff. I got a lot of that stuff done.
Yeah, but that's how Warhammer.
No, but it was focused attention.
Just like the rest of your Star Wars guide says, I was getting sick and tired of seeing them unpainted on your desk.
But I was painting them.
Again, I was getting sick and tired. It's OCD.
So that's fine. But see, now Legion is done. I guess I let let her on a secret that if I drag my feet, I know she'll want to jump in and paint.
Oh, so that way they look good. You're the one that got yourself on that one.
Yeah. Oh, cool, Mythos. Your daughter had her homecoming. Very nice. And I hope that Lily gets to feeling better, man.
Oh, is Lily sick?
Yeah, people off and on are getting sick for a day or two here and there, I noticed. So hopefully she's feeling much better. And yeah, you got to do what you got to do family-wise first and foremost. First and foremost.
Family's always first.
Senior, well, there you go, Dad. It won't be too much longer. Dad, can you watch the baby? And then you'll have a new miniature. See, I know how that works. I will tell you, they don't come with instructions, but at least you don't got to assemble them. They're already put together.
Some assembly requires
Preparation, no assembly required. Well, then you had a busy day then, Mythos. That's a lot to do. It won't be an empty nest there, Brian. Because you know what? You know what birds do when they leave a nest? They migrate back sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yep, they'll kind of do this little migratory circle, and then they seem to come back to the nest once in a while to stop by, say hi, maybe take some food out of the fridge, or you know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But that's all good, you know. You want them to try to come back home once in a while. And to all you guys out there, oh yeah, it's a little bit hard when you stand around there and the house is quiet. I'm telling you. Yeah. Keegan's only one takes your food. Yeah, sometimes it's all good though. Besides that, aren't we supposed to get the young ones interested in the hobby? I mean, none of us are paid to do it, but we're all here to help them as a customer for the companies down the road, right?
Wait a minute, we're the ones that paid for the $60. You know, maybe Keegan needs to pay us back. Getting jaded into it.
Many more mud. He goes, listen to a man who's been married for 26 years, look her straight in the eyes and say, woman, I need some alone time to sort out my feelings. Then close your man cave door. I would say quickly close the door in order to deflect any object that may be hurled your way. But yeah, Kenny G. Yeah, she'll probably stay away. What? Why are you staring at me? What? I can't run that fast. Everyone knows it. So I just remember the dodgeball movie, dodge, duck, bob, weave, whatever. You can learn that. You can be married. And I said that out loud. I owe Keegan for babysitting my grandkids. I do. That's okay, Keegan. It offsets my having to deal with your charge. So we'll just zero out the balance sheet that way. Yep. But it's okay, Keegan. I think Keegan's going to make his way into the world of cosplay. I'm not sure as what yet, but something.
Okay, babe. The 5 D's of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge.
Yep, that's it. You're right, Mythos. He's all I can imagine. Any sentence I tell my wife beginning with the word woman, it's not going to go so well. Yep, that's when you better be able to dodge, duck, dive, and run, right? Uh, Brian, sprinkle water over your eyes. It'll show you're dealing with your feelings. That's funny. Isn't it?
No,
I think it's funny.
not really.
That's kind of cute. There you go. Ah, see, this is what we call dealing with reality.
Lily needs to get into some of these conversations.
What?
Because Mythos will be quiet.
No, him and Lily get along really well.
Oh, so do we.
Only out of sheer fear. I mean, mutual love and understanding.
She put her medal in front of him and hung it there.
Yep. That was a good move. That's what tells she's a gamer, man. She knows how to take advantage of that. True, Brian. 26 years, you got to be doing something right. That's very true. What are you trying to do, Ash?
Readjust my leg.
I bet. I guess you'd have to.
Do you want this red, the corn red, or the scarlet red for the cape?
Red.
Corn? Okay.
Scarlet red's too bright. I use that like on eyes and stuff. Yeah, congratulations. I would say is an order for you. Mini Warbutt. You're downloading rules and stuff, right? You might want to. Yeah. Well, you've got Amazon showing up. Oh,
His streak might end because he hasn't told his wife.
I'm sure I bet Mini Warbutt buys her lots of stuff too. You could always just tell her, Mini Warbutt, that without all these supplies, you would feel agitated, and that could possibly lead to arguing. So in order to not argue, because you love her, you buy these supplies. That's your way of trying to make things work. I would try something like that. It's possible that it could work. It's quite possible it could fail too. I just couldn't tell you. You don't need to stare at me. Go back to painting. So there you go. Mythos, did you guys see in Gaming World News where Mini Warbutt was considered the best customer for Amazon for 2023? I thought it would go to a company, but apparently Mini Warbutt took that. Very good point there, Mini Warbutt. Yep. The problem is now, Brian, you have a lot to paint, sir. An awful lot to paint. But that's okay. In the meantime, take some breaks, play some games. We should do a game of Zombicide again at some point. I don't know, you guys. Sometimes it's all for retirement. There you go. Well, then I guess you'll have plenty to do in retirement. I thought you were going to retire this year, or try to. Or if you can. You don't get any extra time back, so sooner the better. Oh. Well, I'm glad everybody's getting a bunch of painting and work done. So that's good. That's the next step on these guys, because I don't want to try to do it afterwards, is get the head painted on this sergeant. Then I can put him together. I don't have too much to do to get the Infernus Marines done. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So you can't build them because the head goes in the armor.
Yeah, it's
chest.
not like the other ones where you snip it off and you could glue it down in. This has some sort of weird L-shaped kind of stud that locks into the shoulder or something, and the head poses a set way. So I'm just painting it before I put it together. Otherwise, once I do that, I'm not. I used to be able to just paint them and I would just glue them down in, but not on this. Not the way these are made. So yeah, it works out better for me.
I'm gonna say Keegan's got a lot of painting to do. You should be working.
Yeah, Keegan's got a few things he can get painted up.
Mm-hmm.
What? I will tell you, he does not like Gilliman in the fight. So that is an amazing character. Now, just one or two more items and I'm done. Of course, I said that before, right? I said it before. But that's what will happen shortly. You've got some, you know what we're going to do, you guys, pardon me, is Legion is done and painted now. So maybe next week we'll see if we can do a game of Legion. Just a short one. And maybe do like a battle report one on it for you, so you don't have to listen to us try to learn our way through. We did a test on part of it, and it seems to take a lot from X-Wing, like I said. But I want to try to do a full-on fight, so we'll see how that goes.
Why do your guys always have to have something complicated on them?
Because that's just how they make the models. I was watching this guy earlier today for a little bit. I happened to run across. And he's got stuff from 1st and 2nd edition Warhammer, but he has them in boxes. He has all the box sets, and he's collected them unopened. He's been collecting them. And then on another shelf, he's got some painted and some, not all the metal figures. So it was interesting for me to see the difference in size, even from in the very beginning to some of their models, and then the new ones that they have today. Yeah, Mythos has got a good idea there, Keegan. Just look around and see what other ideas are working. See, like for me, when we did that game where I was trapped in the middle, it just gave me an idea. I didn't care. I knew I was going to, quote, lose. I wanted to see what the effects of these were the way I had it. So I just kind of messed around with an army to get it one. I kind of want to get one where I can do whatever for most of it, and then set one up for like boarding action, that kind of thing. But with them changing things a little, you kind of got to see. And if the Votann have Terminators, then that would be pretty powerful, I'm sure. And then I haven't heard much about the Tau. I guess they were overpowered. Everybody's talking about that. And then they just kind of dropped off. I don't know what people are doing with them. I know that Necrons are a little tougher than they were before. So it's just a matter of trying to get something you want to use all the time. And those guys you do got, Keegan, those, what were they called? Cryptic or, I don't know, those nasty ones that shoot the 6 pistols that you got, that fire all those rounds. Those are still pretty good, Keegan. They do quite a bit of damage when the dice roll for you well. So just mix it up a little bit different, I guess. Still. Okay, so Mythos says they're really strong after last week's balance changes. Because you know what's interesting, Mythos, is long before everybody got all excited about it, when Clint first got me started in, I was looking around. The Tau was one I was interested in. He wanted to do them at the time. So I thought, okay, I like Marines in general. So then just started with the Ultramarines, and I stuck with them. I think the Tau would be fine to play with too. I think whatever you like, just alternate it. Ashley's forces are pretty strong as soon as they get up on you. Her big weakness is you can kill them from a distance. If you don't, then you're in trouble because once they get a hold of you, you're kind of screwed. It's a lot of hits at once. But yeah, Keegan's been doing pretty good in the fights lately. But like I told you before 100 times, Mythos, I just basically want to get a tank and maybe a Redemptor or one of the Invictor walking suits. Just to kind of have a couple little different things. I don't need an army of tanks or whatever, but I wouldn't mind rolling one out. Why not? I play tanks in all the other games. That's why I want one.
Okay, and my guys don't have shit for that. All my crap is melee. There has to be some kind of leeway. Because if you guys could shoot 40 inches, my guys don't have a chance.
Well, I don't have a tank for you to worry about. I'm just saying. Then they do have a chance. Numbers, just keep piling the numbers on. That's all you can do. It all works out in the end. That's what it does. Right? Maybe not, Ashley.
What?
No, I said it'll all work out in the end. There's plenty of shooty stuff he told Josh. Mythos, he said like the Exocrine that you talked about with him. So there are some that one you did have like 28 inches or
The one that I want?
well, there's several that you want. So when you say the one,
But the thing is, unless you have the STLs and someone willing to print them for you, you're not buying them.
Why?
Because they're all sold out.
Oh, okay.
Just like my Codex. Everything is sold out. You can't get them.
Well, they'll be out at some point. You'll get them. Yeah, and I don't know. Don't have a. Yeah, her melee stuff does close the gap pretty quick. Mythos. They're pretty formidable, man. When they come up on you, and you got 20 of them shooting 2 dice. That's 40 dice getting rolled against you. Is that Thunder?
No.
Or is that
That's
idiot
Steve.
over there? Oh. Say, good grief. No, we don't need no more storms. So, yeah, her stuff can close the gap. I mean, you pretty much hurt my Marines.
Not really. I should have taken them out a lot faster.
You got rid of some pretty tough ones there, Ash, with them. So, yeah, I didn't do the damage I thought I would do. But
well, neither of us was rolling worth of crap.
yeah, and that's it. You gotta roll pretty well, anyways. It depends on how you roll as to what you're gonna do. So that's where we're at. So we're having as much fun as we can with 10th edition, but start trying to break some of the other stuff also out in game a little. And we're just trying to shake things up a bit, like our introduction today is different. And we'll keep the other gamer hangout mostly for like when we do the live games. We're going to start doing more of the condensed battle things you've seen us put up. We're starting to do a little more of that. And I think that's maybe easier for people to do. Today we had fun with Zombicide, and we learned something out of it. So how's it going over there?
I'm working on the shoulder pad.
Pretty good. Well, thank you for painting. There we go. At least that will be done then. So I can't take credit for that. Now, see May warm out, you'll know she's doing the captain. That'll be another figure show I've done. I'm just going to be regulated to the 10 that came with the box. But yeah, some pretty good ideas out there, Mythos, on a lot of the stuff. For me, I'm just not an expert in it, so it takes a little bit. But heck yeah. Let's see here. And we tried a different camera setup today too, so that worked out pretty good. We actually had 3 cameras going, and people have been asking to see our faces when we game, so I had it set up today where you could see everybody. And so we're going to start trying more of that too, where you guys can see our faces more. My filter I got from Wish, like I told Ashley, it's working pretty good. It blocks a lot of ugliness. It keeps the camera from cracking, so I'm good. The rest of them don't got to worry. It's just pretty much me. I do that. What color are you looking for?
One for the little flag to punish shit. The seals.
What part?
The seals. The flag
Yeah, I
part of
know.
the seal.
Oh, that's like that. Responsive foam is what I've been using on those. And then use the coin red for the seal, the actual seal.
That's what I thought it was, but I couldn't
That's
remember.
what I found the colors are supposed to be, so that's what I've been using. And it works out pretty good. Oh, Lord. I don't want to go to work again tomorrow. But another day of paradise and beautiful, happy people, and yay, yeah, it'll be fun. So one of these times, Mythos, we need to get you and Lily into a game with Brian there and us, and play some Zombicide if we can swing that. But that's pretty much it, man. We're getting fairly steady. Ashley's getting a lot of stuff done. But I've been able to steadily get some stuff done too. I do different things. Like, well, she's painting, I'll upload stuff to like the other places like Instagram or TikTok or some of the stuff to YouTube, and I'll get some of that stuff out of the way. Or I'll do stuff like the introduction and things like that. Other different things. So we kind of just work together on getting it done. So Keegan, if you're still listening, maybe we'll try to throw down some Legion next week and see how that goes next Sunday. Because we haven't done anything with Star Wars in a while. And just like X-Wing, I really enjoy X-Wing. And we just haven't done that for a while. But X-Wing to me is a pretty fun game to play. Yeah, that stuff at least dries fairly quickly. You don't want to go to work either, Mythos. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's just this gets kind of tiring after a while. Yes, X-Wing is good. It is fun to play, So much fun. Like, well, you know Mythos. The others.
Well,
might
has
not.
Mythos has he gotten to use that one we sent him?
Oh, good question there, Mythos. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Have you had a chance to use the card that we sent to you? Hopefully so.
Yeah, I would love to see how he paints those guys too, or if he's gonna leave them the way they are.
What guys?
All those space wolves I sent him.
Oh, he probably hasn't got to those yet. So yeah, she asked you about the Space Wolves, see if you had a chance on those. And Hellchild, you're sending him some stuff, right? So
Already set. It just
already
got to
set it
be
up.
shipped.
So I don't know if Hellchild is listening, but
I think he usually catches it after.
yeah. So we got some things we'll send him too. We're trying to just, we don't mind giving the stuff to those who are going to enjoy it and have fun with it. And it's
I think the only thing I have left are orgs.
works.
Orcs.
Yep. Oh, fantastic. Mythos got to use the card, and because of it, clutched the victory of his last game.
Nice.
Nice. Good job. Oh, yeah, he did get them cleaned up and primered some of those. Oh, yeah, he had mentioned earlier. Sorry, Mythos. We may not have heard that, or who knows. But that's cool, as long as you enjoy them.
They went to a good home. That's all that matters.
They went to a good home, yeah. That's true.
I'll say the only piece I'm keeping that I absolutely want is the little horse. So I'm gonna get that painted up eventually.
Yeah, that's one I thought was unique out of there, too. But yeah, some of those pieces just need to go to somebody who could use them or already had the army. And
Well, that and like some of the orcs, I don't have anything to pull that paint that they painted on because they're plastic. I'm not sticking them in like acetone or anything like that,
I
or
would
paint
just,
thinner or anything. I'd be
let's
too afraid to.
see if it was me, I just get a flat gray primer and go over it, or a flat dark primer.
Well, the guy didn't know what the hell he was doing, so some of it's thick.
No, and it might possibly be ruined. Maybe, I don't know. But I think you
I
can
could
still get around it.
if I do it slow.
You strip your plastics with LA, awesome. Mean green, yeah, I've heard you can do it with mean green too. But we're just not quite sure.
I'd be too afraid.
He said it takes a few sessions of doing the stripping. No, I mean,
Maybe I could send him to Mythos and he could strip them and send them back.
No, you can't just ask him to do that. That sounds bad, anyways. Imagine someone jumping in. I'll just send them to Mythos and he can strip them. They're not gonna know what you're talking about.
Well, they should have been here earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could probably try that, but they're salvageable. I think I wouldn't throw them away, especially as old as they are, because you're not readily available. Just
I don't want to throw them away. It's just...
No, I'm just saying it's not a readily available thing. If you do, they tend to be pretty pricey. A lot of these people are just charging crazy prices.
I mean, I guess I could keep them and start that as a secondary.
Or they're pretty much more grab your beat yet too. Although
Yeah, they're melee as well.
They're like the rednecks of the universe. They got all sorts of stuff.
So yeah, Clint said they're like more of the rednecks.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff cobbled together, but they got some cool stuff like their trucks and things.
The trade's really cool. I'll give them that. This damn guy has so many seals.
He's got a lot of those purity seals. Yeah, some of them do.
I painted an adjudicator. He had like one.
They have that. Other one was holding up a banner that had a bunch of them, so depends.
Oh yeah, that librarian or whatever he was.
That's true. Mythos says he works at Chippendales. Not the first time someone just expected him to do stripping. That's why the comment makes sense now. It would take a few sessions of stripping to get things to work out right. Okay. Now I understand what you mean, Mythos.
Wow, just wow.
That's some good advice. Don't tell Keegan that too much. He'll show up there.
And this for the circle, right? Above it? The top of the
Circle.
seal?
Oh, yeah. The actual seal.
Yeah.
And then the little ribbon coming off is the other color. See, Mythos, nobody's going to question it. You've got to make the extra money for the plastics. It's expensive.
This one
Brian's all shaken.
has a little skull in it. Do you want me to paint that a different color or just paint it all red? That one has a little itty bitty skull in it.
That's weird.
Is it supposed to be something else? Because I don't have a good picture of that side. Mythos!
I just painted red, I think, and then you can always highlight the skull with bronze.
Okay.
Something like that. There you go, Mythos. Mini Wormut says, shake that rump. There you go. If you can shake it, then go ahead. Mini Wormut, Keegan says he's working on some excerpts or videos, whatever that means he's sending you. I'm not quite sure. Oh, the question was on the purity seal. Normally it's just a seal. You know, the red seal, and then you got the ribbon. This one has a skull and crossbones in the center of it.
No, it's just a little bitty
skull, right? But I don't know. I'm not usually. I don't usually see that.
They all do.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is, on all the other models I painted, it's just been a circle.
Like if you actually look like that, there's a little skull in it.
Well, just painted that red. So she was just wondering if it had to be painted a different color, because normally those purity seals are that corn red with that. Is that a Bonte or a Bonte bone?
Something like that.
Yeah, for the ribbon, because I looked it up. But you have new tassels, Mini Wormut. Alrighty. I think Keegan just ordered some of those too.
Do I want to know?
Tassels?
What kind of tassels is he talking about? Because we start talking about dancing.
Yeah, so there you go. No need to say it. Just you can figure it out. But you're gonna be okay. There now, people.
What are you doing? I don't want it up there. People can see me in the other one.
That way they can see your face when you give me those weird looks. Oh, okay. He said, okay, so just like a noble seal back in the old days, you can paint it red and then put it on a wash. And then highlight it. That'll work. Hello, we're in World War II. What's up, sir?
No, because I was thinking of doing that and then doing the same. I'm using bronze instead of the actual gold, because at least in the picture, it doesn't look like it's gold on him. He looks more bronze than gold. I mean, that would be gold, that would be gold. But on some of the other stuff, it looks bronze. Like this, that looks bronze, not gold. Because you can see that, like, that's gold.
Well, it looks like that.
That's gold. That's a bronze.
Yeah, they just got him painted fancy.
So, that's what I'm going off of.
Well, if that's what it is in the book.
Well, it doesn't tell you, okay, this goes here, this goes there.
No, and they'll tell you it's just this is our suggestion. However you paint it, it's going to look good. It's all right.
Yeah, because I'm the one who painted it. Ooh. Love you.
So how are you doing, Brian from Weird World War II? Been watching your painting chats here and there as I can. And looks like you're getting stuff done too, sir. I guess during these shows I could do more, but just wanted to say, stop in and say hi before you do the dishes. Ash needs a spanking. Oh boy, probably. I'm afraid though, if I smacked her with the belt, she'd probably beat me upside the head.
Probably.
Mini Warmut, that's funny. Oh wow, you're up, Brian, Weird World War II to 50 of your minis for the month. Wow, that's pretty damn good. If you've already got 50 done, that's hella good. That's cool. We're slightly below that, maybe 40 or so below. Yeah, Brian is getting a lot done. That's quite a bit. The ones Ashley got done, some of those are kind of complicated and bigger. And the ones I'm doing,
I have OCD
it's just
when it
more or
comes to my
less.
painting, so it has to be freaking perfect. So I ain't doing no more paint challenges. Let's just put it that way. There's no way. I
Well,
can't
this-
just go paint them and make them. They look like shit to me.
No, this was just a challenge to get everybody painting.
No, I know. I can't
So,
do no more.
yeah.
I won't do no more.
You're good, Ashley. You're good. But that's pretty good if you got that many done. By the time the challenge is over, I'm gonna just
You'll have 5.
No, I'll have the rest of those done. Those other 2 screws. I will confidently say I will have 10 done. And that would be fully assembled and done, painted. But I could do more. It's just finding the time.
That's the problem. It's trying to work
Yeah,
around things because our soon-to-be daughter-in-law's birthday's in 2 days, so I gotta go and work a little bit tomorrow, pretty much all day, to make sure I can get her presents.
And Brian from Weird World War II, you're doing one next month. It's just going to be either weird, scary, or naughty. I have seen some of your miniatures, sir. Some of them are a tad bit more than naughty, but yeah. I don't have any of those kind of miniatures laying around. Weird? I could probably dig that up. Not so much scary. I guess I'm kind of boring. I have your standard stuff. Well, not really. I do have an alien walking a face hugger while he's on his cell phone. So that's weird, isn't it? I mean,
But it's already painted.
I know, but I do have a little bit of a offset mind occasionally. So I'll see what I can dig up for yours. For the other Brian's there for mini Wormuts, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can have 10 done, but I don't know about much more as far as that goes.
I feel like I'm betraying my Tyranids. Because they're all like staring at me.
All of Ashley's Tyranids are staring at her while she's painting the Space Marine captain. Yeah, they're probably one. Did you move the models closer, or did they move on their own?
Yeah, if they're starting to move on their own, I'm the hell out of here.
Yeah. Well, they're your models, so I'm leaving you here to tell them no, and I will shut the door behind for you to make sure that you keep them confined. And Mini Wormut, I'm kind of afraid what you do for Halloween. I mean, you turn Christmas trees into horrific things with teeth. So I don't know. I'll be interested to see what you come up with. I'm sure it's pretty over the top though, and I could see you being interested in that, Brian from Weird World War II, because hey, it would be weird and horror. And so those of you watching who haven't watched either one of their channels or Mythos's, go check them all out because they all got good stuff.
Yeah, people are probably wondering, like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, so we can't really explain Brian from Weird World War II. Just go check out his channel and see what he's got, because he's got some good stuff. And Mini Wormut, go check his channel. He's got good stuff. Same thing with Frosted Fists and Charles and all the others that join us all the time. You got a Terminator that looks like Rudolph.
Who's on Facebook?
Oh, hello, Facebook user. It just says Facebook
Hold on,
user.
I'll find out.
Hold on, we'll find out. So, getting a reindeer that's a Terminator, I can absolutely see you doing. Mini Wormut. Yep. That should also fit up the weird part. So you should paint that, because that would be weird.
What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
Where is there's Jay Lanford?
Oh, hello, Ledford. How are you, sir? It didn't show up on this end. It's going pretty good today. We have officially kicked off our gaming therapy, is what we're just going to start calling it, because that's just basically what it is. Everybody's got their own little thing, and we're just trying to figure out how to. I mean, people know we're kind of,
Nut jobs?
yeah, a little bit in the head, and like squirrels, little squirrels, big squirrels, salt and pepper shaker squirrels. The Gamers with Coffee logo is a squirrel that's a pirate holding a cup of coffee rolling.
Yeah, the pirate. We need to go and get a hold of that guy
Why?
and just have us make a couple of them. We're
Yeah.
still the same squirrel, but not pirate. We did that at Halloween time because
No.
we were in
No, it
a
wasn't
bunch of
a
the Sea of
Halloween time.
Thieves.
No, I just thought it'd be cool. They said, "What do you want?" And I said, "A squirrel, a piratey squirrel." And he goes, "Okay. Do you know why?" And I said, "Yeah, because it's me. I want a piratey squirrel holding a cup of coffee with some dice." And he said, "Okay." And so, nope, that's the logo. Yeah, Ledford, I don't know. Well, because you have to accept it. It's Facebook that doesn't want to let your name out anymore. So it's there's a little link that starts off, but it's buried somewhere in the chat. Oh, let's see here. And it's literally Facebook that doesn't want that.
I think he has to go to our YouTube and scroll all the way up to get it because I don't know. Because when I joined over to the Facebook one just to see who it was, it didn't even pop up.
Yeah, it's Facebook. Facebook doesn't like to let anything out, and it all has to do with money. And that's okay to relapse, Mini Wormut. That's what we're here for, sir, is to help you. If you want to relapse, we'll actually encourage it. You know, that you relapse back into the plastic. Brian from Weird World War II. Did you ever notice your Space Marine babe is a commie? No, I didn't notice that. She has a hammer and a sickle on her armor. That's weird.
Who?
Space Marine babe? Which one?
When the hell did the Space Marines get a chick?
Sisters of Battle, actually.
Okay, that I understand. I say that's a whole different faction, isn't it?
All right, Charles, that's cool. You got to have the vehicle fixed. I'm glad to hear that. That way you can get your granddaughters. That's very cool. How about a place to stay if needed? Yes, absolutely. And we even have a secure door so you don't have to worry. Because, I mean, Keegan would be like, oh, many Wormuts here? Is he in the shower? And we'd be like, no, Keegan, no. You can't really go past him.
Wait, what's going on?
Frosted Fist. Yes, Ashley.
I'm so lost now.
You're okay. Brian said the picture on your show intro. Oh, with the girl? No, I didn't really notice it. It was just when we put it together, it was
Oh yeah, that's a sister.
doing cosplay with the Warhammer stuff.
That's sister of sisters. So it's a completely different one.
Actually, Brian from Weird World War II, I got a different intro for the Sunday afternoon shows. Yep. That one will be for when we do like live gaming or a live hangout. The other one, we're going to retire it backwards because, oh, my phone. Of course.
Here. Let me see it real quick. I'll just let him know.
So, I didn't realize I had it off one. That's okay. Keep going. So, yeah. Pardon me just a second. I didn't even realize that was on. Oh, good grief. He's going to call back again.
Just go answer it real quick.
All right. Hold on just a minute. Go ahead, Ashley. You take it on.
Bye.
Yes, sir.
No, it's our son. Well, that's good that your stress level is reduced because you don't want anything to be stressful. We've been out of vehicle before, and that sucks. I was out door dashing, and my car actually went out. The alternator decided to blow itself up. So that was like a $400 fix. I'm like, yep, nope, time for a scrapyard. So, yeah, that was always a fun. I gotta leave work to come save my ass. Mythos on the Space Marines. I don't even know what they would technically be called. The joints, I guess, where it looks like it. Is there a good, decent picture? Like right in here. Is that supposed to be black? I can't tell with the pictures. I don't know how Greg paints it like this. Got ready to say screwed and snip them off the freaking sprue. So they are black. So I do have to, okay, those are black. Okay. Yeah, because I don't remember painting any of those actually black when I did some of Greg's Dominus box. But I really wasn't focused on any of. I took all like the shields. Okay, this is actually pissing me off. Where's my snips? All right, Mythos, have a good day and have fun. And thanks for showing up. So he will stay on that piece. So cut that off. That. You fell asleep waiting for paint to dry. I've done that. When I first started painting all of the Zombicide box, I spray painted them, and then I was waiting and waiting. I got impatient, so I went and sat on my bed and ended up falling asleep. So I know how that one is. We probably all have done that at least once. And I just dropped it. There we go. All right. So now I can go and touch up any of the spots that need to be touched up. So that's... I gotta remember where I stuck Greg's bases. Hello, Tim. Say Greg stepped away. Our son kept calling, so it must have been really important because normally he knows on Sundays we have our show. Normally he doesn't call until after. So hopefully everything is okay. So hold on, Brian. I'm at my own desk. I have to switch over. Hold on. Yes. All right, there's that. How are you, Tim? All right, there's Brian.
What's that?
Okay.
What you guys up to?
Just painting.
What'd you guys play today? I missed the game.
We played Zombicide is what we did.
Very cool.
So
Which one? You guys got the Invader or whatever?
yeah, we have Invaders. What we have. Everything okay? Brian wanted to.
Oh yeah, awesome. What's up, Brian?
What's up, dude? What is up?
Children.
Children, huh?
Excuse you, young lady.
Dog come in.
Yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here. Come on, baby girl. Out. Come on.
Man, you guys talk to your kids weird.
Well, I don't want them to be quote normal. I'm not normal, so I don't want them to grow up normal either. Damn it.
What, our children?
Yeah. Oh, hello, Tim. How are you?
Mythos left. Meaningful, I think is his name. Yeah, Meaningful. He fell asleep waiting for Pete to dry.
Meaningful. Oh, Meandering Mike.
Or Miranda, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. It's all good.
Did you guys have you finished Greg's armies yet, or is you still working on them?
No, it's mostly finished. I just got, well, it depends what army. If you're talking about Warhammer, for the most part, there's just a couple of guys. I mean,
These are the
really,
new ones. All the original you've had are all done.
Those are all done. This was a set I got kind of a deal on, so I got that. But
I couldn't do it anymore. I had to cut them off.
what'd you cut off? Oh, you took them off.
I couldn't.
Okay.
It was pissing me off.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you know it's some people dig painting off the sprue. I just never. I don't know. It never worked well for me.
No, because it's like you can't get to some of it.
Well, but see, I look at it just the opposite. So I look at it as, see, I got the sprue, so I can hold the sprue and I can turn it and I can get all the things behind it. And
That's
again,
true.
it's just maybe it's just me, but like on the Space Marines, because their weapons a lot of time are modeled across their chest or slung over. If I put it all together, I am not no one's getting a brush back there behind it. So I try to paint this stuff.
Handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the model, I guess.
And Tim says
Yeah. It just depends on the model. I'm talking primarily for Warhammer stuff. For me, that's just how I do it. Then when I take it off, I've got little dots to touch up, but they're all in places I can touch them up.
Yeah.
You know, from where you snip it. And it's just me, dude. Otherwise, when I look at the model, I would be able to see that, oh, I didn't get that behind there because the paint comes through, you know, the image comes through. So that's just what I do. Now, if you can't do it, you can't do it. And I don't have pieces rolling all over my desk.
Yeah.
So if you want to cut them off and do it, that's fine. When I get towards final assembly, that's what I do. I cut them off. I kind of hold it together and go, okay, I'm good. I can put this together. And like the heads on these guys, they redid them now, Brian, because they got these little, I don't know if you can see it.
they're quick connects.
It's like an L shape protrusion of it. So I can't just take it off and paint it, and then, you know, it's clipped, so you just glue it down.
Yeah.
Not on this one. So
no, see, I still left that on the sprue.
No,
and just cut the top off.
Whatever you want to do, you kind of always pick on me about that. That's how I do it. That's what works for me. But it's wrong. That's okay. It works for me. So just paint it however you want.
No, I can't go.
But pretty much those are done. Really, what I want to get going on, and I got Legion. All the Legion guys are done now. Ashley helped me with the last little bit.
Yeah, because you're taking too long.
That's okay. So you helped me finish those off, but those are done.
Yeah, it's not like I did anything that early. I painted one or two of your space guys.
No,
wow.
You helped paint the last couple, but I mean,
the space peoples.
Yeah.
We don't need to call them stormtroopers or whatever.
They can't shoot with the damn.
Yeah, they never could shoot. They just sprayed, even in the movies.
So they're like your Space Marines.
Aha, Tim. So he said on the military stuff, he likes to keep on the sprues. It helps with the small weapons and track wheels. Yes. So I get that. All of our tanks and things like that. I get what I can, but generally, it's just up to however you want to do it, man.
Yeah, like on tanks, I won't do the tracks. I'll paint the road wheels before I do the tracks. Tracks will be the last thing I do on a tank.
Yeah, that's the last thing I do too, because you can cover up any mistake that drips on them too.
And then tanks and vehicles are like land vehicles are easy because you can make them dirty and you can cover up shit.
See this set? This is a nice little paint set from Vallejo.
I have that. I think I bought one of those.
Yeah, it's the.
Is it Vallejo?
Yep, the Vallejo World War II paint set. This is the German armor, so it's all the colors that you need for that, because that's my army's the German army, but it's pretty much get what I need for it. And it does depend. Yep, Tim is right. It depends to me on the model. So a lot of my tank stuff is done off the sprue, but if it's small things, I'll do it.
Well, you're talking about 15 mil, so that's pretty small.
Well, like all the little figures, I don't want to paint 6mm
Nope.
troops.
I have enough problems with those little guys. Nope.
They're easier than you think. 6 mil?
Those guys are freaking rice.
Yeah, but it's just like a dip, you're done. There's a whole platoon.
There's some guys, though, that I've seen that have done amazing detail on them. I wouldn't be able to.
Mm-mm.
The little tanks, I pretty much like
nuts.
for just, I want to do some bigger armor battles
Oh,
with
it's all fucking blue.
the little tanks.
Damn it.
What's wrong now, Ashley?
Oh, all this, like, it looks like, not wire, but hose. I thought it was going to be a different color, so I didn't paint it blue.
So, you assumed.
Well, you think it's a hose. Would it be painted the same color?
It's not a hose.
No, it's part of his armor.
Did you guys see the preview for the new Space Marine video game?
Which one? Well, over the last couple of years, there's been a few.
Oh no, the brand new. It's called Space Marine. It's like a third-person shooter type thing. No.
Nope, I haven't seen it.
Looks pretty cool.
Well, as long as it's fun to play, that's all I gotta say. It's like the old Atari games. They may not be much to them, but some of them
I tried like Warhammer when those came out on the 360. I didn't like those really. They were okay, but they just reminded me of like Diablo too much.
I remember Fire Warrior was pretty good. The Tau
40K, I think it is.
Tau one. That was
It was
pretty good.
third person.
the one I'm trying to think. The one
We downloaded it.
I played on Xbox for a while was what the hell? It had to do with the rats. Vermintide.
Oh,
It's
the
called
fantasy one.
Vermintide. Yeah. That's okay. And then there was another Warhammer one me and Keegan found, but I cannot remember the name, and it was actually pretty good. It's there, I think, on the Xbox. I just don't do a lot with the Xbox anymore. I used to. I just kind of lost some interest in that for now. So there's a few things I'll do, but if I have to pick the time between getting my models done or getting online, I'll, gaming, I'm going to get the models done.
All that, you don't need internet.
Oh, so Tim, you play on the PS3? PC version. See, I look at, I guess PC gaming, and I'm not knocking it. I grew up with game consoles, so to me,
Ew!
if I was going to
Son
game,
of
it was on the console.
Okay. I gotta go get more coffee. I just literally threw my paintbrush in my coffee cup.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
The coffee didn't deserve that.
So I don't put my coffee cup there usually.
So I just, for the most part, to me, gaming is on the console, not so much PC, but, you know, Charles is thinking eggs and sausage for dinner. I think that's a good choice, Charles. Oh, okay. Thanks, Tim. Tim did send me some pictures. That's involved. But I thought the pictures you sent me were of the game from the store, like the board game. By the way, if you ever get a picture from Keegan and you have to Venmo him $2 to open it, Brian, don't.
Yeah, I found a couple galleries in several places of Keegan, so I think my quota is filled with Keegan shots.
Keegan shots. Poor Mini Wormwood, I think I damaged his mind. So I said, Keegan wanted me to send you this. And he said to paint him like you paint your French models. Hey, he's all, wow, what'd you do? Like, it's your fault. You encouraged it. Charles says he just needs to get up and cook. Yeah, dinner sometimes works out better if you can cook it.
It rarely cooks itself.
If it did, I would question it. If I wanted,
You'd question it.
if it's just sitting there and it's cooking, I'm like, nope, that's cool. I'll bypass that. Find something else. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Tim says, yeah, they're just trying to generate the interest in the next game release. I'll have to look at the trailer and see how they ported it over. Warhammer's kind of picking up steam, kind of like, you know how, to me, like D&D's always been there, right? It's always been there. But then it was brought into the real limelight big time with all these actors in the last 2 years. Yeah. So now it's just exploded. So it's always had a few million people, you know, it's always been popular, but it was never brought to the light, so to speak. And so that's what's happening with Warhammer now. You've always had millions of people playing it. Well, now 1 billion people are starting to play, you know, it's that kind of a thing.
We need to get like some celebrities to be freaking war gamers.
Yeah, just in general.
King crap. I mean, you know, hell, you know, it's easy for them to do all that role playing stuff because that's what they play pretend for a living. You know what I mean? So it's not far from their, you know, their wheelhouse.
That's true.
All the actors, you know, they're playing D&D. Well, I mean, what's the difference? You know, from their day job. Just not dressing up.
Well, that, and they're going to worry about whether or not it's politically correct or if they can do it or not. Or,
oh hell, I don't even know that.
You know, I really don't care about that kind of stuff. I'm more like everybody I've ever met's been
I make it an effort not to watch like battle reports or, you know, like role playing events or whatever if they're voice actors. I mean, because I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't think it's real gamers gaming. You know, they're voice actors. Probably, you know, they probably have a script, like a rough script that they're following.
Yeah.
And it just seems fabricated. It doesn't seem real. But that's just me.
Well, I got something I'll say on that in a second. I'll just catch up with the chat. Yes, Charles, you might want to feed the dogs first, or they'll probably be there begging you the whole time for food. Tim said the board game teaches the 10th edition Warhammer at the same time, which is good. And Mini Wormwood, yes, Henry Cavill from Superman, The Witcher. Yeah, everybody's heard of that, and he is bringing.
I've never seen him play.
Warhammer is being brought out from, you know, it's just huge, but they're bringing it to the limelight. And then what I was going to say, Brian, on D&D is, I've seen over the last few years, I think me and you talked about it quite a while back, but more and more of these people are charging to DM games.
Yes.
I'm like, if you want a game and you want to teach people, that's fine. If they want to tip you, I guess that's fine. But I don't know if I would, quote, charge. I mean, I want to teach people to play, to have.
You know, I'm telling you, man. I think it's just the mindset nowadays. Is everything is fucking money. Like the hobby, it's like I don't know, man. It's like everybody's asking for money or join the Patreon. We were talking about this the other day. It's like you have a channel, right? It's one thing if someone wants to give you some money, like here's a tip, like you said, a tip, or I just want to give you some money. Thanks for enjoy your time.
Yeah,
but then you have these channels that like, okay, first there's YouTube, there's YouTube commercials, right, on their channel. And then there's some sort of host, some sponsor of the episode or whatever. And then they're asking you like every 10 minutes to join their Patreon. It's like you're already getting ad money from, why are you asking the folks to give you more money?
Well, see, I don't know. A lot of people do. Like, remember I told you, and I've told Mythos and a few others too. Our goal was maybe if we could make enough money to buy games to review them and then give them away, it would be kind of nice because out of your pocket, the show would kind of pay for itself. You already have a job, so it's not like you need to live off it. Just it'd be nice to hit a small level where you can get the games in, review them, because you can't keep every game, but there's so many games out there. It'd give you a chance to delve into something, show what it's like, and then wrap it up and give it away.
You know what you could do? You could just ask for donations. Ask all your fans. Go, hey, guys, do you have any games you want to get rid of? Send them our way. We'll plug you for, being a friend of the channel. And then we'll play a couple of them, show it off, and then we'll just give it to it. We'll raffle it off. So it's like, the fans are donating, their product to you. You're making content from it, and then you're giving away to your fans.
Yeah.
You can do something like that.
That's kind of something we've all been trying to figure out that. But if you get, I don't know, having a Patreon or having a way to do that, I think is okay. I'm not somebody that wants to plug something every 10 minutes. It's more like the merchandise thing. Everybody has it. You can get it through Spring. You should have something that represents your channel. Like we got our T-shirts and we got coffee mugs if people want those. But realistically, I'd have to have thousands of people buying coffee mugs to make a living. The coffee mug for me is advertisement for my channel. Yeah. Somebody buys it and they have it at their house.
You're selling a product, yeah.
I'm not really in it for the $2 that Teespring is going to give me for that coffee cup. I'm in it because somebody's going to have that cup and it generates conversation. Or, it's Gamers with Coffee. So for us to have coffee mugs is kind of something that just goes with it. And that kind of thing. I think you should get your own shirts if you want for your own channel, because then, it's your thing. Whether people buy it enough or not. Honestly, if anybody has a Teespring account or anything like Frosted Fist, they'll tell you too. It would take an awful lot of merchandise to sell before you quote made money. Yeah. That's not how it works. So if you sell 1 or 2 coffee cups a month or something, or a T-shirt, you're not going to make money off it. That's pretty much just someone supporting you, like in the best way possible. It's advertisement for your channel. Yeah. They wear the shirt, it advertises. They got the coffee cup or the mug. It kind of gets your name out there. So for us, it's more about getting the name known. And I have my little sticker up here in the corner. If people want to scan that, they can go take a look at the coffee cups. Yeah. But you don't hear me sitting here preaching it every 5 minutes either. Yeah. It's there. It's self-explanatory. If they want to, they can. If they don't have to. It's just, kind of look at it that way. And then as far as the being paid, if you're under 1,000 subscribers, you're not getting nothing off the advertisements on your channel anyways. And I tell people, will tell me all the time, Greg, there's commercials on your stuff. Well, that's good. I don't get nothing out of it. YouTube's own rules will tell you that. Yeah. They're going to advertise. You have to get a little bit further down the road on that. So I think if people want to support you by getting things like that or donating things, or I just like other channels getting on like you and Brian and Mythos and them, and we all just kind of help each other out.
Yeah, plug each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
kind of
community. Yeah.
yeah. The other stuff is just the way it is there. I mean, it's but if people are into it solely to make money, then they're not into it because they enjoy it. Um, I would rather just have slow, steady growth, and people go, "Hey, I like tuning in, or I like their content." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the best thing you guys could do, and I probably should mention more, is remember to give it a thumbs up or share it, because that's what helps the channel out the best. To be honest with you, is if somebody just thumbs up it, because otherwise YouTube counts it as, oh, you might have had 20 viewers and 2 thumbs up, and it's not engaging or whatever. And people forget that because they're looking at 200 other channels too. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've all and I consider you guys part of the community that, we've all like created together, Brian and you and me and, Mythos and his crew and the side projects from that. And it's exponential, you know what I mean? And it just grows and grows and grows. And it's just all it's from is us just interacting with each other, and talking about each other and all that.
Well, and that's what it's about. You just got to kind of enjoy it and go with it from there, because there's not one person who wouldn't like to be absolutely rich and be paid to play games all the time. But if you're just like the rest of us, then you just do what you can, and we have fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, my goals are simple. One day, maybe there will be just enough to do the thing to review the games. I think that would be fun. I would never have a shelf full of stuff I would never use. It would mostly just go back to the community.
You're such a bad liar.
About what?
Having shows of things you won't ever
No,
use.
I've given away a lot already, Ashley.
I actually donated. I just donated probably 50 board games to the local library this last
Did you?
Yep. I mean, it, like good stuff, like expensive old things, and I just it's just been sitting in my closet. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's not doing anybody any service. I'm just like, I'm gonna give it to the library because they have like a board game night every week, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just do that. I'm gonna pay it forward and give them that. Have someone actually enjoy this stuff instead of just sitting in my closet.
Oh yeah, Tim says he always hits the like button. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about you guys. I'm just saying in general, the best way to help channels is that. So I'll go through and like people's stuff and try to share them or tag them. And sometimes I'll go on spurts where I have time to sit down for 30, 40 minutes, start going through, watch things here and there, comment. That's kind of the way to do it. And Mini Wormutt said he doesn't understand why channels will push Patreon, and the perk is they can see the video 2 days in advance. Yeah. I don't understand that either, because look, if you're going to do things like for us, we were thinking about like behind the scenes or stuff like that you could do, but I don't see what the point is of you could see my video 2 days before I release it to the world.
Who came up with that? It's like
I don't know.
So strange.
Like a sneak peek thing.
Probably some kid that has daddy's money.
Yeah. So like for us, I mean, we got long ago that holy crap, I hardly ever talk about it, but it's that buy you a coffee thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like a tip thing. You can just, like for Brian there from Mini Wormutt, he helped sponsor us the 1 year to get to the convention. And actually, it was such a bad year that had him and Mythos not helped us get there, then we literally would have been sleeping in the car. We would have made it, but we wouldn't have been able to afford the hotel room. So if those two channels didn't help, we wouldn't have been able to get to that GameCon because it was really, really bad. And so in the meantime, we tried giving back too. Like I gave Mini Wormutt my game, Fallout. You know, I mean, we used it once. I'm like, well, I know he'll use it. And so send things back to Frost and Fist. They send stuff to us. Try to just help each other out. Like, people need something and we truly aren't using it, we can send it out. My only drawback would be trying to send things overseas. I've done that for Taylor and Axe Annex, and holy crap,
that's expensive, bro.
Use the UK.
I could have just drove it for 12 hours.
Try sending a book to Japan. My last Christmas winner was James from JBC Paints in Japan. It's just a book, right?
Yeah,
like $30-$40, dude.
Yeah, we sent, what was it? The plane or the helicopter. One of my Russian helicopters.
We sent a Russian helicopter to Axe Annex, and it was
$40-something.
And then when we sent that thing to Taylor, it was
$50-something. And that was just Canada.
And he had to wait like damn near 3 months to get through their customs because they're whatever in Canada, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's it. I can't send anything to anybody in Canada because they've got it so ridiculous that I could get up there on a tank of gas literally for what it cost me to send the postage. Yep. Although they may not let me across the border.
Probably not.
Like, there's that dude from Gamers and Coffee. So,
or it's more like, oh shit, we heard that he's taking it to Taylor, so we're definitely not letting him in. Taylor doesn't need anything else.
Yeah.
Our problem is we'd end up coming back fatter.
Eating all French fries and gravy.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, French fries.
Is that a Canadian thing? French fries and gravy?
Yeah.
It's called. Well, it sounds
Poutine
terrible.
or something like that.
It sounds terrible to say. It's called poutine. Yeah. In
Hmm.
California, if you heard that, it meant something completely different. But out there, it's French fries and gravy and.
It's French fries, gravy, and cheese curds.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like.
You would think that's something the Americans would think
probably
of.
the most unhealthiest plate of food you could eat, but that's what I was joking David about. Yeah, just show up there and go grab some. But yeah, so there's ideas I'd like to do, but some of it's just not completely able to. Yes, Tim, poutine.
Oh, poutine?
Yeah.
No, poutine. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we're pronouncing it wrong, but it sure sounds like a bad word I heard in California. So there's some downsides to all this stuff.
I got a question. Why do people use Patreon? Why can't you just say, "Hey"? Because Patreon takes money out, right? So why don't you just say, "Hey, go to gamerswithcoffee.com, our PayPal account. Let's do that."
Yeah, you could. I mean, some people were using Cash App. See where Cash App got shut down the other day. So a whole few million people upset about that. But Patreon was supposed to be a way for creators to get the support, like tips, to continue creating. Because some of these people that were putting out, for instance, good. How can I say this? Good quality news. It takes time and effort to try to dig this up, and research. So really, you don't really have the time to go to work and then try to do full time, keep people informed. So there are certain things that, it would if they're doing good, people support them, then they can continue doing it.
Yeah, but can't you just say just shoot me some money through PayPal? I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, if someone goes and starts asking for PayPal money, people might think it's a scam.
That and PayPal shuts.
But it's the same thing. I mean, it's just
they're just a service, Brian. That's all they are. They're
it's just to me. It seems like it's some sort of it's like a trope that you have to get a Patreon, but I don't think you do. You don't have to. It's set up so. The way Patreon is set up, when we looked into it, because I donated to one of our channels here a little bit. It's not much. And I wanted to see how this thing functioned. And so you can set it up where you can do, for people who are supporting you, specific things that they can do. I'm not talking about access to a video 2 days in advance. I don't get that either. But there's other things that can be done where just little side things you can do just for those who are supporting the channel. So it was geared to help creators continue to create.
because otherwise you hit a point where do I do this or I can't afford to go any further because I've got to pay bills and this or that. So truly there was a need for something. Now Patreon went, hey, we're just going to fill the gap. And they did what the credit card processors do, and they filled the gap between you and the supermarket is the credit card processor. Yeah. So they kind of did that for content creators. Now that's just what they set it up for. You can do an awful lot. Like I was digging around that you can set up all sorts of things. You can give away free merchandise after the people have subscribed and whatnot. So you can reward them in different ways. So it's not the same as just throwing a PayPal link up or a Venmo link or something like that. It's designed for channels to be supported on whatever it is they're doing. Because you got people that do sewing and arts and all sorts of stuff. So it's just an avenue. What it is, the one I got was to get us a coffee one. It's more like kind of like a tip thing, and I never really hear me talk about it. I think this is the most I've talked about it in a year is answering your questions. It's kind of there if people want to, but I don't sit there and shove it on them. I was grateful for the year they helped. I tried giving back because they helped us get to a gaming convention. So I think things like that are cool. I'm kind of like you and everybody else. We're here because we want to be here. We're already working. We already got stuff going on. That's about it. But honestly, I would like to get it to a point where I could just kind of get the games, review them, and give them back. Get the games, review them, give them back. Yeah. Without having to, do I put off my cable bill? Do I put off my electric bill? Do I cut down what I eat this month? Do I put gas in my car? So there's a lot of reasons why it would be helpful to do that to advance gaming. But you don't necessarily have to make $1 million. So that's not the mindset anyways.
Have you guys thought about doing sponsorship?
Well, a couple of companies like Aries sent us the games. We reviewed and gave away and things like that. But a lot of it depends on numbers. So
yeah.
YouTube has the least amount of quote numbers out of any of the platforms we're on. Well, that's because YouTube is saturated to death with gaming. So it's a heavily saturated market. Everybody wants to make a living doing it. So even if you're just trying to have fun, you're in a saturated world. So this is the lowest numbers here. So I got thousands of more people on another platform and not on YouTube. And that's one platform. Yeah. So but you've got to hit these high numbers, like 10,000 with Facebook before they do anything. And what they do is they get all these content creators, I think, hyped up with, I can make a living doing this. They put all this effort. What it does is it builds YouTube, it builds Facebook, it builds Instagram. But then they quit or they fail or they give up. But see, they boosted them doing it.
Yeah.
So the companies at the top are there for the money. YouTube is not a video platform. It is an advertising and marketing platform. That is what it was built as. That is what it's done for, and that is what it is. We go, I want to watch a video, but you're going to an ad zone for a video.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what the format is. So, yeah, Mini Wormut says ad block is free, but you know what? I've tried using it. A lot of places. They'll sense it in your browser and they won't work with you. So I've already tried that, and you'll get a thing where we can't do this unless you disable ad blocks. Good luck if YouTube sees you using it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on a bunch of different platforms, just for fun.
Well, like this here, this service works for me. It'll stream it all to the other platforms on Facebook. We tend to get not very much comments, but we'll get a lot of views on the back end. You'll see a lot of views, usually later in the evening or something.
Yeah.
So it just depends on that. But with YouTube, we would need at least 1,000 people and at least 4,000 watch hours, and that would be before you're considered for ads. And that's just considered. That doesn't mean you'll get it. That's just a consideration. So it depends,
Depends on what you're doing. Like if it's guns, forget it.
Yeah, there's certain things
Or
if it doesn't
politics
fit,
or
if it doesn't fit the political mindset of the time you're doing it, it's not going nowhere.
yeah.
That's because the country's full of censorship at this point. So gaming is pretty neutral. You can pretty much just stay out of it. But you got to be careful. Like Ashley was live streaming on TikTok the other day and was talking smack talk about Keegan's guys in Warhammer, and it
like
blocked
hate speech or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blocked her for hate speech. I'm like, there's no hate speech. This is talking about Warhammer. I mean, yeah,
it's genocide speech. It's Warhammer.
yeah. And
We
so
will-
now we have to wait. Now I've got over 3,000 people at TikTok, and I still have to wait to do another live. You know,
Yeah,
so
like those big kind of like like what is it, like the like the pop culture guys bitching and moaning about everything. Those guys, they're talking about freedom and we need to fight for our rights, but they never use any trigger words.
well, that's because these platforms have all of us that use them self-censoring ourselves. Otherwise, you get shut down. So, yeah, that is.
It's just so hypocritical. Yeah, it's funny.
Thank you, Tim. He said that was ridiculous. I think it was. We were just talking about Warhammer. The definition of hate speech, they might want to get a dictionary, a law dictionary, and see what that is, because talking about Warhammer is not hate speech. But still, see, this is what you got to be careful of. So now the next time I told her, I said, well, now the next time you just can't do any smack talk. If you're going to paint and talk, just answer questions, because now you have to censor yourself. Otherwise, we do got 3,100 something people that follow us there. So, now I'm screwed for 10 days to try to even do a live broadcast. So that it wasn't cool. This YouTube's the same way, Facebook, they're all the same way. So you just got to watch it. Like, for instance, when I first started, if you hold the sprues up to the camera, I took a picture and I posted it to Facebook group, and I'm not lying, I got a thing back where they blocked it because I'm not allowed to advertise that, get this, adult products.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Remember that? And it was just a picture on the sprue of a figure, and so I had to write them. It took a month for them to apologize for that. I'm like, this is a gaming group. We don't sell any items. We don't sell any adult items, especially. And how do you mistake something on a sprue for any kind of adult product? I don't know. But the image, whatever, it took it as wrong. And see, so that's the things that are
I get dinged all the time, dude. I always dispute it, and then it just comes off. But my videos get dinged all the time.
Tim says, as a person monitoring it, I understand the difference. Yeah, AI just picks words, not context, and AI doesn't have an understanding.
Yeah.
So that's why when we get on and we talk, we just try to keep it on the course that it normally is. But honestly, even on just a regular gaming talk, boom. And it just was nothing you can do about it. So in the meantime, like TikTok, you need like 10,000 plus people in so many hours before they'll monetize you too. So for me, it's not about monetization over there. It's just the fact that I got 3,000 people that tune in when I do a live broadcast. Now I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And not all the time will all 3,000 show up, but Ashley had 800 people watching. 800.
Wow.
Well, we had 7 or 8 on YouTube, which I'm grateful for. But see, 800 people on the other screen. And you're like, this is nuts. They shut it off because I'm talking about Warhammer. So, and then you'll see all these channels with this terrible, terrible stuff, which I won't get into detail on, but just offensive, obscene. Probably shouldn't be out there, in front of kids and stuff. And yet, all that's allowed. But you talk about gaming? Oh no, we can't do that. So
It's crazy.
Mini Wormat says, "Good job, Ashley,
What?
on your painting." So that's kind of my gripe. There is.
I mean, that's why you have to like dispute everything, because it's like you got to get a human eye on it, because it's just some algorithm crap that just tags it, and then when you do the disputes, they're supposed to have like a human eye go in and look at it.
I had to appeal it, so we'll see. Yeah. And then, of course, they remind you that they can shut your channel down, and so it would be a terrible thing for me to lose 3,000 followers just because I talked about Warhammer.
Yeah.
When I'm a gaming group, for God's sake. So it's just hard.
If they make us lose that, I will end up finding a lawyer that will sue them.
You have to find someone. But so it's just a matter of, I don't know. But when you get back to like,
well, hello, the 3,000 from TikTok listening to Coffee, come to Weird World War II.
Shame on you, Brian.
I know, I'm one of them, dude. I'm one of them.
Well, this one's going just to the Facebook group, to YouTube, and to Twitch. So when we do this, it goes to those 4 places.
I've got a Twitch account. I've never used it, though. I'm not quite sure how to use it, to be honest with you. It's just like any other account. You just...
What?
Twitch?
Yes. So Twitch, I mean, they're mostly geared towards video, but Linster Games says he does pretty good on Twitch.
Okay.
Does pretty good on Twitch. So it just depends. It's more for the video game world, but they do have like talk show stuff. So you can kind of get in there and make a little room. It's harder is all. But yeah. I guess if we did more streaming, like
I need the skin color.
What? This is deep yellow.
Skin color. Shake that. I need that for hair. Please.
Snappy. Thank you.
You keep talking about.
Wait a minute, Mini Wormat. What do you mean, Greg? I did that on my previous channel. What do you mean on your previous channel? Well, I'm waiting for Mini Wormat's answer. Like when they had that whole thing with kids, and YouTube FCC was gonna fine $42,000. I had 84 videos up, or 80 something. Yeah, 4 videos. I just pulled them all down. I'm like, I'm not gonna take a risk of I did something on accident, and I let the channel sit for a while before I put these. I know I got 400 videos or something like that now, but that's before that I was getting close to 100, and I just pulled it because I didn't want any part of that. I'm like, I can't afford that.
Yeah, I've always made my videos like adult, just because I'm a sailor speaking guy, and I just. I don't want kids looking at my crap. I just don't want to mess with it.
Well, and then all it takes is a complaint, and you're done. Oh, okay. Mini Wormat says, 3,000 subs. Yeah, I remember you said Atomic Dog.
Yeah. I want him to be Atomic Mini Wormat. That'd be sweet. The Atomic Mini Wormat.
Well, see, you can rebuild it and keep going. That's cool. It's just it was...
starting over is tough sometimes.
It's hard, and it's just because it's such a saturated gaming is just completely saturated place to try to do anything. But that's okay. You just kind of do what you want to do, and I kind of don't worry about it. I of course like to get subs, and we kind of steadily do, which I like. I like the fact that it kind of goes up a little bit every month. It's not overnight. Mini Wormat was on YouTube since 2008, and then he came back with Mini Wormat in 2013.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I've only been on it for like 3 years or so.
I think that's all.
It's gone.
No good. It's all dried up. There.
Oh.
There's a newer yellow. Right there's one. I don't know what that is, and there's another one we got too.
Moon dust. It's alright.
Right there. Citadel.
Because I gotta customize this color.
Oh, you're gonna customize something.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So is Mythos still on here and Brian and all? Okay, so guys.
Brian is Mythos left.
Okay.
Great game back.
All you painting guys. Okay, right now I'm painting some figures and they're supposed to be covered. So these guys are called hive troops. They're basically kind of like druids where they can control insects, right? Like insect swarms. So on the mini, there's the molding on it is supposed to look like they're covered in bugs, right?
Here, we'll put you up there. Let's
So
see.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you guys can see. I mean, let me give you one where I'm trying to think like what would be a good color. Yeah, you guys aren't gonna really be able to see that, but that it basically just imagine. Yeah, just imagine it almost looks like a fur coat on top of them and splotches.
Okay.
But what would you color those? What would you color it to make it look like bugs? Because I was thinking about maybe black with maybe like dry brush, maybe some gray and maybe some green maybe in it. But what would you?
So his covering is made out of bugs?
Yeah, their bodies are. Just imagine it looks almost like almost looks like a fur jacket or something.
Remember my Death Guard guy?
Bugs.
Well, what I did with mine, I did green and then I backwashed it with black.
Okay.
And dry brushed it like some grays and blacks into it is what I did. That was the Death Guard.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be like maybe they're covered in flies or maggots.
Yeah.
But
So
like really little ones, not like you could. It just looks like texture. That's all it really looks like, a texture. It's not really a defined,
Yeah, that's basically kind of what it was for my one character in Death Guard.
Oh, Tim says
His whole.
maybe iridescent green with some yellow.
Oh yeah, some yellows. That might be
You
kind
could try it on a little piece of paper off to the side too. Let it dry and kind of go over it and see what you think.
Yeah, I might just do like. This guy I did black. I just did a base black, but I might just dry brush some greens and some yellows. That's a good idea. Yellow, maybe some pink in there for like worms or something, and
Yeah, just test it out first. And
just check it out. Yeah.
It kind of depends what you. Yeah, that's a good idea though, Tim. Some iridescent green. Yep, Tim has a good idea.
Yeah, I might check out that TikTok. Is that what you said? You guys were talking about
Huh?
TikTok. Is that the? I might see what that's about. Can you put videos on there, or is it like a? How does
You'll start out by. Is it what? What are you laughing at, Ash? Ash is laughing. You're going to start out on TikTok at 0. So you have to hit 1,000 followers before you can do a live stream.
Okay.
So you can start by just posting videos.
Is there a limit to like the time on the videos?
Yeah, generally when you first start, it's like 30 seconds or a minute or 30 seconds.
Okay.
I mean,
They're short.
It increases.
Okay.
And I noticed that, like when I was doing it, at some point it sent me a message saying you can now put videos up of 3 minutes, and then the next one the latest one I got before Ashley got us booted was you can post a video up to 10 minutes. So I think it just depends on the activity.
But our own members think I didn't do anything wrong.
I know. Well, you did.
So screw the AI.
So you just got to start off with, and on TikTok, honestly, the shorter the video, the better. Long videos don't do good anymore anywhere. They will with some of us if you're sitting like, we'll all listen to each other while we're doing stuff. But in general, long videos are not doing well anywhere. And the shorts don't help you with your views like on YouTube. They don't count your shorts as a view. So No, so what I do is I make some shorts, but I'll also make videos that are like 1.5 minutes or something. So it's just over a short, but it's short enough people will watch it.
You know, I was thinking about, because, you know, since I do Weird War, maybe I'll just do like a short of like a unit. Like, this is a power armor guy, blah, 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 and that's done.
Yep.
You know, this is a insect soldier, blah, 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 and then you're done. You know, you can do shit like that.
You can do shit. Yep.
You can do
There
that
you
with your 40K too. You can, like, you know, this is a tactical marine, and they have mostly rifles, but they have a heavy weapon and a special weapon. And the assault marine, this is they have
Yep.
close combat weapons.
Yeah, if there's unlimited, you could do it with any figure you had. There you go. Mini warm-up posted for you there, Brian. For he said he'd use a brown base and add glue.
Use the brown base, then add glue, throw some fine. Yeah, but it's already got like, ooh, I might do that for the base. Yeah, are you talking about the base?
Base with yellow go over green wash.
Yeah, I might do that for the base. Like they're standing on like a big like an anthill or something, or termite mound, or that'd be
Give
kind
it
of.
a light orange dry brush. Yeah.
I'm trying to think something that make it look cool, like so when people see it, it looks like bugs, not just like, you know, like some sort of dark mass. I want it to look like bugs. Oh yeah, so Winnie Mormont. That's what I was gonna say. Like tongue tied there. Yeah, so Brian, you need to tell me how to save these Nate fighters again, dude. Okay, they're flat. They're painted flat. I mean, they're not done. I haven't done any wash on it yet or anything. This is just the block colors. But how do I get the the semi-metallic on there? Do I just do a dry brush of metal on there and then just hit it with like a semi-gloss? Or do I need to do like some sort of like metallic? Is there a metallic like wash or something? I don't know. You're the airplane guy. I just did armor most of my life. You guys ever do anything other than like, you know? Well, I guess gaming. Well, I do all mine as gaming too. But did you guys ever build models that weren't for your games?
Hold on a second, Ash. What'd you drop?
Your head.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I used to build like just different things, like model, like you've got not World War I planes, but off and on through my life, I've just built models in general here and there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cars or a boat or this or that, and then the metal models came out. Those were interesting. So you see my little X-wing, but
That was a bitch.
that's
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Erdl stuff.
it's kind of interesting. Once you put it together, it looks pretty nice. But then mostly, you know, the difference between, say, building a model truck or like a semi, you can put it up on the shelf. I think if that's what you want to do to look at, that's cool. But I can't play with it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I do more model building with the miniatures because I can also use them.
Yep.
So they're not just going to go on a shelf to look at,
I don't
which
think we
again,
have any technically.
there is
models.
nothing wrong with that, man, at all. A lot of people have some extensive, beautiful models they've built. But for me, it just more or less got me back into doing a lot of things.
I was on a live chat with some model building group or whatever, and I was telling them, you know, I war game, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm lucky. I get to build my models and I get to play with them." You know,
They're like, what?
And they're like, "Huh? What?" I'm like, "That's right. You can play with them. You don't just sit there static."
Tim says he built ships as a kid. Yeah, I think a lot of us did. You know, it used to be something they would give kids back when kids were using imagination. They would give you model kits and stuff like that. Or magical things like that stuff they called dirt. They'd say, here's some cars, go play in it.
Yeah.
Today, everything is, you know, you even see 1.5-year-old sitting in a shopping cart, head down.
Get damn screen.
Yeah, so all that's gone, you know, and that's why a lot of that's kind of phasing out. But that's the nice thing with with the hobby. So Tim, you like ships, man? You should do things like Oak and Iron
I'm gonna
or
write that down,
Wheels
Brian.
of Glory.
You told me once before, and I couldn't find that part where you told me to write it down. So spray on an aluminum base. Use the color of your choice. Wash, or use a regular paint color. Then you go back and use a toothpick to make scratches. And oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, you layer it to. Okay, I got you. I'll remember that. Yeah, with dirt, man, we used to be big dirt, you know, because we played G.I. Joe and stuff, right? So we built tunnels and bunkers and shit. That was some good stuff, man. But, you know, one of my neighbors had a massive, like, sandbox. Like, it was huge. But, you know, you had to fight those cats. Those damn cats would ruin it for you. Be shitting all into your sandbox.
Oh, God, yeah.
Be digging up
Let's see
cat
how that-
fun, cat gifts.
Yeah, but it's funny is none of us are dead yet. Oh, what happened?
Oh yeah,
I
blow
changed it.
them
I
up.
just want to change it and see what we could do with it.
Oh,
Oh, Victory at
Victory.
Sea.
Yeah.
Oh, be careful with those, Tim. They are fragile resin. Charles built
You know-
lots of models in his youth, and then
Axis and Allies came out with a naval game, and they had it was all like
No, that
pre-painted. They're all like pre-painted plastics. They were pretty good.
It's just 3 of us.
yeah. You had hawks in your area, Tim, so most of your cats were indoors. Nice. Hawks would see them as dinner when they were small, yeah.
I remember when G.I. Joe hit, right? That was pretty much just after Empire, I think. And dude, all my Star Wars ended up like get shot up by G.I. Joes. Like we put smoke bombs in them and burn them up. Shit. Yeah, all my I had all the Star Wars stuff, and it all ended up getting BB gunned or burnt up or whatever. Yeah.
I wish I had some of the Star Wars stuff when I was a kid, but yeah, now it's pretty strict trying to do anything. Like mini war might go in your backyard and build mud homes, huts, tree limbs. Yeah.
Yep.
Now they tell kid if you tried to climb a tree, don't do that, you can fall. I mean, you know,
I tell the grandkids to go for
you
it.
can't do anything anymore. I survived riding in the back of a pickup truck. I survived drinking out of the garden hose. I survived climbing trees, digging holes.
Yep.
But you know, it is what it is today. So
You know, I was watching some guy. He's like a toy collector, you know, like action figure collector or whatever.
yeah.
He was doing a rant about like, you know, he's saying people like, you know, why don't you grow up and stop playing with toys? And he's like, are you kidding me? These action figures cost like $30 or $20 an action figure. Do you seriously think they're making these for kids? They're not making those toys for kids. Kids don't play with toys anymore. They play with screens.
He's correct. Those are for people wanting to collect them. Remember their childhood stuff.
Yeah. And it's just, and he's sitting there. It's like, if you seriously think that these action figure lines and, you know, all this stuff, they're making them for kids, you're wrong. And he's right, man. I mean, what kid has $20 for a single action figure? Come on.
Well, but they got $200 for a pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
Tim says he got 60 and 70 GI Joes and vehicles and
Oh,
headquarters.
the
Nice.
big ones. Yeah, the big ones.
My son Joshua, me and Ashley got him a GI Joe collector's box set a long time ago. I think it might be up there. I don't know. I don't know if he has it at his house or not. That's a block wall. How are you doing that?
I had two older brothers, right? So, and they grew up in the 60s, in the 60s. And they had like remember the big cowboys and
We
the
have all their
Indians?
Legos,
They're
though.
like the 12-inch
So I
ones.
might pull back out.
I had all that stuff. I got all the Marks, all the Marks toys and stuff. That stuff was some cool shit.
Ooh, wow. Minnie Wormwood's mom worked at the purchasing department at Kmart.
Oh
We
yeah.
got first picks on them all. Oh, I got to tell you a story. When my daughter was little, she was under 5. I had taught her. I made the mistake of teaching her money and stuff. So my mom one day comes back and says, "What did you teach your daughter?" I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I told her grandma doesn't have the money to buy the stuff, so she told me to use my credit card." and she's not even 5, Greg. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, Mom." She goes, "That's not the worst of it." I told her we didn't have the credit card or cash to do that, and so then my daughter told her to write a check. Well, she said she didn't have the money in the bank to write a check. Well, they were at Kmart. So my daughter told her that you can just put the stuff on layaway, Grandma. So my mom's like, "I just put all this stuff on layaway." So I had to bring that up because Kmart layaway was awesome. You could go in there and walk out of the store and go, "Oh crap, I didn't think I was gonna put that much on layaway." That was a good sales marketing thing for them. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, guys, it was good talking to you guys again. I think I'm at a stopping point, and
Yeah,
I gotta take a shower. I'm stinky.
you're gonna take a shower today? Oh yeah, it's Sunday.
It's that time of the week. I gotta
That time of the week,
push
Brian.
myself down.
Now you're in Texas. Does that mean you're just going in the backyard with the hose, or?
Yeah, that means there's no water outside at all. We had 30 minutes of rain like last week, and that's the only rain we have for 3 months.
Wow, and then you see China and Hong Kong, they're flooding. Like,
dude, yes.
Yeah, have you seen all that? I mean,
it is
we're
crazy.
not talking little bits of flood. We're talking.
I mean, the whole stuff like Xinjiang and Hong Kong are like underwater.
Yeah, when you mean underwater, people need to look.
Literally,
it's like insane.
It's bad.
It's bad.
And they got hit. They got hit over by Beijing like last month. Remember they opened up all the floodgates around Beijing because that's where all the CCP live, right? And they flooded all the surrounding communities to save Beijing.
Yeah.
So they killed all the other anyway, but yeah,
it's terrible. It's bad. But Manny Wormut says he can smell you over there. So
yeah, you can see like the shimmering, stink.
No, he probably ordered Smell-O-Vision from Amazon. So
Smell-O-Vision. All right, guys.
Like a Roku device, you just plug it in there and
stick one in your nostril.
Be good for cooking shows.
Oh, that'd be good. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, you take it easy.
All right, Brian. Well, you have a good rest of your night, man.
All right, man. See you.
All right. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's always interesting. We went from talking about painting miniatures to showering. So we try to cover it all, you guys, from one end to the other. And just like any good person with soap, we try to keep the show clean. Right, babe? No? She's not going to reply. She's shaking her head. I mean, if I had a bad mind, I could say, look at the screen. Maybe people will figure it out. But
I'm almost done with him.
Could reword that. But I know what you mean. You're painting the model, right? Yeah, she's into that painting. She is. That was good there, Manny Wormut. Almost done, too.
Yeah, with the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a fun time. And Charles just said he got half his train put away. Woo! There you go, man. Sometimes it takes a bit to put things away. But, yeah. Terrain really makes the tables. I mean, you can play any game without it, but it sure does make a difference. Big difference. Speaking of which, Manny Wormut, we maybe can sometime try to finish that game with McMurray where we get off the train in Scaryville. At some point. Looks good, babe. Bling. Oh yeah, you may as well wait though on the base, huh?
So he's all the way down.
Okay.
But there he is. He is done.
Well, you should show it off. You did it,
Well, that camera's better. So I figured do it over there.
but there's not as much left. No, it's not. Not gonna show.
Of course
Nice.
not.
Lower. There you go.
No, it's gonna be all. You're not gonna see
Yeah,
shit.
we'll try that other camera we got with the laptop. That camera.
Oh, that's a
works
little
really
better.
good. Let's get in there. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and that's true. Scenery does bring it to life. Railroad sets, I'll leave you at this, Tim. Those are cool, but you anymore got to have room for it. And a lot of places now that are built, they're just barely enough room for you to have your family and kids in, and not much room for a railroad setup. But that used to be a big thing, man. Yeah. All right, mini warm up. We'll see you later. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully we made some improvements in your gaming addiction. And thank you, Tim, Mini Warm-Up, Charles, Keegan, Weird World War II, Brian, Frost the Fist, everybody that stopped by. We appreciate it. Until next week, you guys have fun. We're gonna
See ya.
we're gonna go make our fajitas. That's what we're gonna do.